Hello everybody, it's Michelle and I'm so excited to be starting our Christmas in July videos for 2019, and I'm starting off with a really fun and really easy tag project. I found this adorable little mini stencil from Simon Says Stamp. It's called Candy Swirl, and that is exactly what it looks like, is a peppermint candy, and I'm going to stencil on my peppermint pattern with Candied Apple Distress Oxide ink. Okay, so I've got my circles here already cut out. We're going to do one that folds open. So I've got two for the front, two for the back, that will double layer to make it thicker. But if you have a very sturdy cardstock, maybe a watercolor paper, something like that, you can just use one layer for the front and one layer for the back. But I'm going to stencil onto my circle here. And you don't have to do it this way. When I was testing it out and trying it, I did it on my paper first and then just put my die on there and die cut it out. But I wanted to show you guys that you can do it this way too. And I'll just show you guys this here. It was a little off center, so I thought maybe if I did it with my die cut already cut out, then maybe I could get it centered a little better, because I can see my circle right through my stencil now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some painter's tape sticky side up from the back, because I can't afford to cover up and tape off any of the front of this circle. And then I'm just going to line that up, and that'll stick my stencil right into that. And this stencil is almost exactly the size of my die cut circle, but not exact. So I've got about a 2.5 inch die cut here. You guys can just play around with your circle dies and see which one fits best, but this one's about 2.5, and it's the closest one I had. Okay, still not perfectly centered, but that's okay. I don't think the stencil is a perfect circle on that outline anyway, so we're just going to go with it right there. And then I can also tape down my stencil here to my glass board, and that's going to keep everything perfectly still for me. And I've got my ink blending tool already loaded up with a foam that I've been using with my Candied Apple Red. And I've been inking this pretty heavy so I get a dark peppermint color. This time I think I want to try maybe darker at the edges and lighter as it goes toward the center. We'll see how it works. And I really like how solid and opaque this Distress Oxide ink is. So I think I'm going to fade out just toward the center there. And maybe not go all the way into that center, because as you can see here, it's got the red dot in the middle. It all meets together. I think I want to see how this looks for maybe like it fades in. No, I think I'll go ahead and just ink it in solid. Okay, now let's see what we get there. Yeah, I think I like that much better. Okay, so I'm just going to set that aside just like it is. I'm not going to touch the front and fool with it enough to get my ink smudged or anything. So I'll just take that tape off later. We'll let that dry while we work on the rest. One of these is going to be to go on the back of that, so we double layer and get a thick sturdy tag. And now this one is going to be the back, and it's going to hinge open like a card. I'm going to punch the hole in this for the ribbon in a way that that's going to end up being hidden and you won't even see it at the end. So I'm just going to go ahead and punch a hole for my ribbon. And I'm going to run some ribbon through there. I think I want to get a really long piece because we can't change this out once this gets put together. So I'm going to get a long piece to make sure I've got plenty of string when I'm done. And then I'm just going to feed that right through. I'm going to go ahead and tie a knot up here at the end just to hold everything together and just keep this straight at the moment. Now what I want to do is I'm going to turn it to the back side, and you can tell with your die cut these little stitch lines kind of are indented in from the front and they stick out a little bit from the back, so I always like to make that the back. And then I'm going to put both of those wrong sides together like that. And since this is just our double layering here that we're doing, I'm going to go ahead and get good adhesion all the way around and make sure that I get all the way out to the edges. Okay, so there we have that adhered together. And you can see on one side, we don't see our hole. The ribbon just comes out the top, and we see the hole on this side. But we're going to hide that too. I'm going to bring in my scoreboard. And I want to get this to where my hole is right off to the side. And I'm going to score both of these as one, right down the 1/2 inch line. And then take my bone folder and really press that crease. We want a nice sharp crease. And I'm going to go ahead and crease it both ways. So now we've got a good little hinge there that's pretty loose. And now, hopefully this is dry enough. I'm going to go ahead and just handle it carefully. And again, I'm going to find those wrong sides and put wrong sides together to double layer my front panel. I like to work on a glass mat or something that's easy to clean that glue off of later. Because I have to go off the edge kind of to make sure that I get all the way up to the edge. So double layer those two. And now to finish hiding our string, we're going to put our adhesive just above our score line there and nowhere else. But up there, you still want to make sure that you get it all the way out to the edges. And then just put that together and press it all. And now that's going to adhere to where we had our adhesive above the line. And that is it. It's just that simple. I think it's so cute. That way you just get the look of just the candy as it hangs there for a tag. And then you can write all of your information inside. You could put to and from on the back, maybe with a personal message inside, just like a little card. And here is my first one that I did, just trying it out. And I used some green and white baker's twine on that one. I didn't double layer the front, so I really think it's better with the front and the back both double layered. And it hides that hole for your string as well. So I will leave you guys the link to the little candy swirl die as well as the stacking circle dies. I used my unbranded stacking circle dies. I'll leave you the link to those as well. And I think this is a really fun start to Christmas in July. I've got lots more fun ideas. So you guys be sure to keep a check on my channel. I'll be sprinkling Christmas videos all throughout the month of July, and I'm really excited about it. So you guys be sure to leave a comment below and let me know what you think of my Peppermint Candy Christmas tag. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Give me a like over on my Facebook page. And be sure to join our Facebook group, Craftie Minds. Also follow me on Pinterest and Instagram. And don't forget to visit my blog. I'll have the links to everything in the description below, so be sure and check them out. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.